Hello and welcome to a Norsil Tech video. Today we're going to talk about squeezing a full-size rack into a miniature form factor. Welcome to the 21st century. For small businesses out there, the days of needing huge power-hungry servers, taking up valuable space and creating too much noise and heat are numbered. Today, we're going to squeeze this into this. Let's go over the components in the main rack. At the top, we have two Ethernet switches. In the new rack, we're not going to need both of them. We're only going to need one. Next, we have the router, an i5 PC running pfSense 2.6. Next is the main server, an i9 Linux server for file sharing and running VMs. Next is the online backup server. At the bottom is an empty and unused chassis. For this build, we're going to use the HP EliteDesk 800 Mini G5s with 65-watt Intel i9s for the servers. On the front, they have two regular USB ports, one USB-C, and a headphone and mic jacks. On the back, they have four regular USB ports, an Ethernet port, two display ports, and ours has an optional HDMI port. All right, let's take a peek inside. As you can see, there's absolutely no space wasted in these little chassis. Under the fan is where the two memory slots are. We're going with 32 gig on this build. Under the 2.5-inch SATA drive, we also have two more NVMe slots. For this build, we have a 250 gig NVMe boot drive, a 4 terabyte NVMe drive, and a 4 terabyte SATA SSD. All right, let's get this thing together. One thing I want to point out, if your Mini has vent holes on the top of the chassis, do not block them. That means if you are stacking equipment, make sure you leave enough space between components for adequate airflow. So here's the completed Mini rack. Up top, we have our i5 pfSense 2.6 router. This one's actually made by Protectly. Next, we have our managed Ethernet switch. This is a business class switch by Linksys. Next, we have our main server. And finally, we have the online backup server. And here they are together. That's a lot of horsepower in a very small footprint. Just look how small it is next to that full-size rack.